Miles going to lead off jam session on his famous theme number, Flying Home.
You ain't fooling me. Oh, you nasty.
Hello gentlemen and gentleladies, my name is Sir Stanger, and today I kinda wanted to talk about why hats and cosmetics are so vital to the survival of Team Fortress 2. And don't click away just yet, I know what you're thinking, and it's that, oh yeah, Valve needs the money from the hats to keep the game going, it's the only way that they're making any money off of Team Fortress 2 anymore. And you're partially right, but it's not the whole story. Now, as long as I've been playing Team Fortress 2, there have always been hats. But I know that that hasn't always been the case. The first hats were released around 2 years after the game was first launched during the Sniper vs. Spy update. This was all the way back in 2009, and at this point there was really only one hat available for each class, at least up until the next update. And ever since then, we've gotten more and more hats for every single class, up to the point where we're literally drowning in different cosmetic items that we can use to customize each one of the 9 Team Fortress 2 classes. And I know some people are getting pretty fed up with the addition of new cosmetics pretty much every single update, and they just want to see some new weapons. That's perfectly understandable, and I understand where those people are coming from. But with each new hat released for Team Fortress 2, the customization options get that much deeper and make it that much more possible to really stand out in the game. Standing out and having your player model feel really unique is pretty important, and some people really look for that in the game. Now, of course, one of the main reasons that hats are so important and various cosmetics are so important is because it does help fund the game. Whenever you buy a hat or you buy some sort of cosmetic off the community workshop, it does help put money towards Team Fortress 2 and gives Valve a reason to continue supporting it. So obviously cosmetics are important for that reason, because they're half of the reason that the game is still around to begin with. It's the only reason that the game is still going on after 10 years, and that we still have money going into the game at all. But cosmetics do a lot more than that, and that's what I'm really trying to talk about today. I don't know about you guys, but one of the first things that I do when I play a game is try and find out what sort of customization options that they have, all the different things that can make me look unique in a world full of players that generally look the same. And the idea of having cosmetics and a customizable version of yourself in a video game has been around for a long time. I'm going to talk about World of Warcraft, Halo 3, both of these games had some sort of way to customize your online character so that way you look different from the people around you. And these aren't the only examples, they're just two notable examples from my past in particular. But my point is, it is something that can attract people to the game. The idea of having your own custom avatar in the game is very attractive, and the fact that you can look unique in a world full of people that look mostly the same is pretty cool, at least in my opinion. I love playing MMOs, RPGs, and all these different kind of games that let you look the way that you want to look, so that way you look completely different from everyone else around you. And it really adds a certain level of personalization with your character that you just can't get in other games. And as anyone who's played the game would know, Team Fortress 2 allows this in a big way. There's a lot of customization options that make you look very unique from the people around you. And it just kind of feels good that when you get that kill, the person has to know that you're the one that killed him. That guy who has all of the cosmetics that you like on is the guy that ended their sorry little kill streak. Obviously, due to its free-to-play nature, not everybody who plays Team Fortress 2 is going to have hats, or the hats that they want, or any cosmetics at all for that matter. And if not having cosmetics doesn't bother you at all, then more power to you. I'm happy for you, you can play this free game and enjoy it just as much as the rest of us. But for a lot of people, the allure of having a hat is just too much to bear, and they'll do whatever they can to try and get their hands on one. So the cosmetic system really does encourage new and free players to either A, spend money on the game, or B, spend a whole lot of time playing the game so that way they can try and earn whatever cosmetics it is that they want. Setting one or more cosmetics as a goal is never a bad thing, and it can actually help you really progress in the game a lot farther. And you hear a lot of people talk about their quote-unquote dream unusual, being the hat that they're trying to get to, or the one that they always wanted, but they're not sure if they're ever going to be able to get because it's kind of out of their reach. I know of several unusuals personally that I would love to have, but there's just no way I can afford it right now, or maybe ever. But there's nothing wrong with that. Having something that you want that just is a little bit out of your reach all the time can help pull you through the game, and always remind you of a thing that you're trying to work up towards. And with the lack of any real progression system existing in Team Fortress 2 as it is right now, it's kinda nice to invent your own, and just come up with a hat, or unusual, or something like that that you really want to work towards. If you work hard enough, eventually all of these things will become a lot easier to get, and you'll find yourself having no difficulty acquiring most hats at all. This is is a rather tender topic for some people, but it's just not right to tell lies. Having a hat or multiple hats in Team Fortress 2 does in fact make you a little bit more, I should say, respectable. It shows that you've put some time into Team Fortress 2 and that you should at least know what you're doing. That if I spend my Uber on you as a medic, you're not going to run away in the opposite direction because you don't know what's happening. And granted, I am generalizing here. Not everyone who has a hat is good and doesn't have a hat is bad. That's not the way that it actually is. But it is kind of a rule of thumb that somebody who has a lot more work put into their cosmetic loadout probably spends a lot of time playing the game. So while not 100% accurate, whether or not someone has cosmetics on can help you as a player gauge the skill level of another player. And having that kind of information just at a glance at another player is pretty valuable and something kind of unique to Team Fortress 2 in that way. In addition to everything I've already said, having your own custom and personal loadout on your favorite class really shows you out as an individual player and shows that when you kill somebody, it was you that killed that person, and nobody can mistake it. And it is possible to claim a cosmetic loadout for your own. There are lots of people out there who have literally claimed a certain level of cosmetic to themselves. And unfortunately, whether you're attempting to or not, looking like some of these people can make you look like a copycat, or at least an Uber fan. And that kind of personal touch, that sort of calling card that everyone just knows is you, is just a really cool thing to have, and something that I don't really know of from any other game. And don't feel too disheartened if you haven't really figured out a loadout of your own, something that you can really claim as the way that you look in Team Fortress 2. A lot of people haven't found it, and may never find it. But it's always a fun little thing to work towards, and being recognized for your cosmetic loadout, even just by your friends, is always a fun experience.
Ready?
Since Valve is making hats for their own game relatively irregularly, it's pretty easy to say that most of the hats that are made and released these days are made by people on the community workshop, fans of the game. That means when you purchase things from these updates like the keys and the crates and the various cosmetics, you're actually helping support the workshop people who made those cosmetics. And granted, they don't get paid nearly as much as they should, but it is a decent cut of the pie and they get a little something out of it. And this is what the map stamps were introduced for a long time ago. Whenever you purchase a map stamp off the community market, you get a little hat as a little commemorative item for buying a map stamp, and the person who made that map gets a little bit of that donation, basically. And it works exactly the same way for cosmetics, except for if you buy the actual cosmetic, not the map. But with the whole economy behind it, Team Fortress 2 really does have a lot of financial reasons that it's always a good thing to have these cosmetics and to continue releasing them. So whether you like it or not, hats are here to stay, and more are expected to come. And the reason that I'd say it's so easy for Valve to put out hats and not new weapons is you don't have to balance a new hat. It just simply has to be, and it has to work. It doesn't even have to look nice. There are lots of hats in the game that I don't think look very good, but they're in there anyway, so it doesn't have to look good, it just has to work. Anyway guys, that's all the reasons that I can think of why hats are so important for Team Fortress 2, and I'm sure that's not all of them, so if you have a reason that I didn't think of or mention in this video, please let me know down in the comments section. If there's enough of them, I might make a part 2. Also guys, I really just wanted to apologize about not having an upload video last Tuesday. I had an idea for a video and I was working on it, but midway through I realized that I didn't really even believe what I was saying. So I stopped making it, I scrapped the whole thing, and I just didn't have enough time to bust out another video. So I really apologize for not getting a video out last Tuesday. I'm working a little bit harder to try and get them out more consistently for you guys every single Tuesday. That was the first one that I'd missed, so I really apologize for that. But I'm going to work on getting another one out for you guys next Tuesday, so hopefully you guys can look forward to that. Also, I just wanted to remind everybody about my Patreon, in case you guys weren't familiar with it. If you guys go to my Patreon page, you can help support my channel and hopefully get me to the goal of $100 a month. If we can get there, I will be setting up custom servers for all of us to play, where I will play with fans quite frequently, and we'll have whatever kind of game modes and whatever sort of maps that we want. So please, if you guys want that, go donate something to the Patreon. There are several reward tiers if you guys want to go check those out at least. There's a lot of cool stuff you guys can get from that. But yeah, feel free to go check that out. Also, quick little shout out to my good friend iToaster. He made a pretty cancerous outro song for me you guys are going to hear in just a second. So stick around for that. But yeah, go check out his channel. He makes a lot of good shit too. Anyway guys, with that, let's keep the internet classy. I'll see you then. Hello, my name is Sir Stanger. Hello, my name is Sir Stanger. Hello, my name is Sir Stanger. Hello,
Can I have your expansion of the internet.
My name
For
is
1 second.
My name is Sir Stanger.